Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. So first, this is so exciting getting back in person, face-to-face, amazing venue. I had lunch or breakfast with beluga whales. That was awesome. So I'm here to talk with you on the SRE talk track about improving life using multi-cloud. So let me share with you where we are today, but let's take a look back in time real quick, where we all started our career 20, 15, 30 years ago in the world of on-prem. And in networking, it was Juniper, it was Cisco, it was a physical world. And the network team really loved that. They could touch their routers, they could reach out, they could hug it, they could enforce policy. VMware came along. They virtualized some things, but still the network team had total control of the network. Then what happened? The center of gravity shifted to the cloud. And AWS, Google, Oracle, Alibaba, don't care. The cloud became the center of gravity. The world of CI/CD pipeline became king. Companies moved their crown jewels, applications up to the cloud. And guess what? Network was forgotten about. Security was forgotten about. And the people who are coding and creating the next wave of revenue-generating applications started to say, hey, something happened. I can't write. There's a problem with the network. And everybody goes to the network first. Well, what are the network guys? They point a finger back and they say, it's not my network. So these are just some challenges trying to help accelerate your adoption of cloud and what the network guys have to face. It's kind of ugly. And each cloud, whether you like the IoT in Azure, you like the AI, ML in Google, you're using AWS for compute, your database team threw up an Oracle instance in Oracle, every single cloud is different. It's a wonderful experience. Each experience is unique. But that is a challenge to manage, to operationalize, to troubleshoot, to maintain. Do your organizations have the AWS network team, the Google network team, the Oracle team? Like, how do you operationalize that? Imagine if you could create an abstraction layer and create a networking layer that's simple, repeatable, deployed via Hashi Terraform, and allowed your network team to use the same skill set that they use to deploy workloads in AWS, into Azure, into Google. Simple, repeatable. Imagine the finger pointing that could be eliminated. Then on top of which, since we own the entire cloud networking, we see the traffic that goes across it. And so now the network team can deliver to you the SLAs. They can deliver to you that level of service that you can expect. And real time, just like they did back in the on-prem era, they can see the entire network traffic flow. They can also introduce security. This is big. You can do multi-cloud network segmentation. Reds are dev, blues are prod. The two shall never talk. If they talk, that's a problem. Your network team can enforce that. The beautiful thing is we know it's a Terraform world. It's a automation world. And network security is no longer deployed via 18, 24 months of heavy lifting. It literally is spinning up cloud networks in 5 minutes or less with security baked into it. I want to skip over that real quick for you all and bring you to this. Nobody has it. The days of on-prem, you'd walk into the network team's room, they would have the pretty topology map of they'd be really proud. This is what my network looks like. Well, nobody has that in the world of cloud, multi-cloud. With Aviatrix, we now deliver that capability. So real time, they can see your multi-cloud transit, they can see the latency, they can see if links are down, and some of the world's biggest Fortune 500 companies rely on Aviatrix to help them with mean time to resolution, help them to see if they're talking to IPs that they shouldn't, no malicious IPs, help them increase their security posture. And so with that, That is Aviatrix. I'll give you all some time back. Questions? We have a booth over there.
We can get into a little discussion since we got time.
Cool.
No, this is great. Are you familiar with Wardley mapping?
What's that?
Are you familiar with Wardley mapping at all?
I'm going to rely on my SC like a good sales rep does. Dustin, are we?
Probably. Vaguely. So Wardley mapping looks at on your value chain where you're going to source any given component from. And on a commodity function, things hit a utility. It's almost fully abstracted because you don't want to have to manage it. That is the cloud play, and that's exactly what...
Abstracting the complexity because you don't want to manage it.
Yep, because it's hard to do. Anybody have any questions for Jared? Comments, thoughts? Any other mappers? Am I the only mapper here? Maybe we'll do an open space on mapping, and we can map out some of this and look at it.
Love it. We could show it. We'd be happy to.
Awesome. Well, we will give you all the time back if there's no further comments. Thanks for attending, and we're going to break in a little bit, rejoin the walls, do lunch. Then we got a closing keynote. It is on SRE and psychological safety.
Nice.
And then we'll be into Ignites and open spaces before you know it. Thanks, everybody.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for presenter and our sponsors. We appreciate y'all being here.